Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, June 13th. I'm Karen Adams.
And I'm Patricia Villone. Glad to have you with us tonight. Well, 50 people were killed early Sunday morning in the nation's deadliest incident since the September 11th terrorist attacks. 49 victims at a gay nightclub in Orlando. Another 53 were injured in the incident. 29-year-old Omar Mateen is identified by police as the mass shooter. He was shot dead during the ambush. Meantime, Marylanders to prevent gun violence spoke earlier on the phone with CTV about the incident.
This man was able to easily and legally buy a mass weapon of war that he was then able to use in the dance club. These weapons are intended for a battlefield, and the last time I checked, elementary schools and movie theaters and dance clubs are not battlefields.
Now, Maryland killed in 2013 a ban on assault weapons and on a limit on magazine capacity. That's being challenged now. Tell us where this all stands.
So right now, a hearing was just heard in the U.S. Court of Appeals on the challenge of this assault weapons ban and the magazine capacity limitation. We are waiting for the ruling on that. We haven't heard it. I am very hopeful.
And according to the Center to Prevent Gun Violence, there was a decrease in the use of assault weapons used in crime during the duration of the national assault weapons ban for the 10 years that it was in place.
The massacre in Orlando has Muslims and gays in our area coming together and calling for healing. And in Rockville, a Red Cross Center is putting out the call for blood donations.
53 people survived that shooting yesterday, and many of them are in need of blood. Because of that, some Red Cross centers in our area are holding special blood drives.
This kind of stuff just shouldn't happen.
Tim Blank is one of several people who came to this Red Cross Center in Rockville today to donate blood specifically for the victims of the Orlando massacre.
I was, surfing around online, taking a look at what some people were doing to help in the wake of what happened in Orlando, and then I saw that there was a drive today here in Rockville, and I decided, why not?
Dozens were killed, dozens of others were injured when Omar Mateen opened fire in a gay nightclub.
I really feel for all the people that are involved.
That horrific act prompted John GEMMILL to donate blood.
I'm O-negative too, which is the universal donor. Makes a big difference.
Several Red Cross centers in the region are holding emergency drives today.
The entire Muslim community is outraged and shocked.
KAHN is with the Muslim Democratic Club of Montgomery County. He says it's important for Muslims to publicly condemn the shooting, given the killer's faith.
In addition to condemning it, we feel that it's our moral duty to do what we can to prevent such acts from occurring in the future.
Tonight, members of the Muslim and LGBTQ communities are holding a vigil for healing.
And the point of this event is to demonstrate that regardless of our understandings of one another, regardless of the backgrounds we hail from, we all can come together as Americans to support one another and stand by the freedoms that we are all guaranteed.
KAHN says he expects more than 100 people to attend the vigil tonight in Montgomery Village. As for the blood drive, it goes on here at the Rockville site until 7 o'clock tonight. In Rockville, Byron Scott, CTV News.
Again, that vigil is at 7 tonight at Word headquarters in the 19,000 block of Clubhouse Row in Montgomery Village.
Meantime, President Obama condemns the deadly shooting in Orlando and offers words of condolences to the victims' families and to the community. He says the tragedy could have happened anywhere and encourages people to pull together to support those who are grieving. Investigators believe that the shooter was motivated by anti-gay sentiment. The president says people must still work to ensure that everyone is treated equally.
This is a sobering reminder that attacks on any American, regardless of race, ethnicity, religion, or sexual orientation, is an attack on all of us and on the fundamental values of equality and dignity that define us as a country. And no act of hate or terror will ever change who we are or the values that make us Americans.
Now, during his statement, President Obama also addressed the issue of gun control.
And a local community is joining the entire nation in honoring the victims of this past weekend's deadly attack. Tonight, the city of Hyattsville is having a candlelight vigil in their memory. Governor Larry Hogan has ordered all flags around the state to fly at half staff. CTV spoke with organizers about this evening's event.
It'll just be a candlelight vigil. We'll have a microphone. We'll let some people share some words, some thoughts. We will probably have a condolence book where people can write any message that they'd like to send down to Orlando. But that's all. We invite and encourage anyone who would like to come participate.
Hogan is asking Marylanders to participate in a national moment of silence and prayer at 6 tonight. The vigil in Hyattsville will begin at 7:30 at the city government building located at 4310 Gallatin Street. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Karen Adams.
And I'm Patricia Villone.